Alright guys, welcome back. My name is Zafar, and today I'm going to show you guys a couple of my units in Dallas that are currently live. I'm going to show you the new house I'm arbitraging, and I'll show you guys the behind the scenes of my storage unit, with my operations and my cleaning staff, and exactly what that looks like, and how I run the business while not actually living in Texas. Alright guys, so these are some of my Class B units, 5 minutes away from downtown Dallas. As you can see, these are very basic units. I furnished them nicely. I spent almost around $4,000 just to furnish these apartments. I have a total of 11 units in this entire complex out of 16. Here's the funny story on exactly how this deal happened. Originally, I had 3 apartments in the entire building. Another Airbnb operator had the other additional 8. What happened was, after about 8 months, I got a call from the landlord that this current operator was behind on rent and they hadn't been paying. The landlord wanted him out and wanted me in. I told the landlord I can take all the apartments, no problem whatsoever. The previous operator eventually got evicted but left all of his furniture behind. So what I did was, when I came in, I pretty much took away all the furniture that was unusable, garbage, and didn't look nice at all, threw it all away, and then put all my new furniture in and made the units a lot nicer. The reason why he wasn't paying rent is because he wasn't getting any bookings. The reason is because the design was horrible. The units themselves were not clean. The operations had a bunch of issues. When I came in, took all his old furniture, threw it in the trash, put all my nicer stuff in, that changed the overall revenue and how much each apartment was bringing in. The new furniture alone and the new designs made the units become profitable after not making any money for the last 6 to 8 months. As you guys can see, I spent only around $4,000 to $5,000 on furniture for these apartments, but I made sure that every dollar spent was on furniture that wasn't too expensive, but at the same time looked nice, the quality wasn't bad, and I made sure it was good quality furniture that wasn't gonna break just after a few stays. Now, one of the few things that I made sure was putting a TV in the bedroom and adding a desk in the bedroom as well. Majority of people that are working from home need a desk. This previous operator had no desk and no TV in the bedroom. Just that incremental change cost me only $200, but really increased the overall EDR and the amount of people booking in units. Now, overall, from these 11 apartments, it ranges from studios to 1 beds to 2 beds and 3 beds. My average rents range anywhere from $900 a month all the way to $1,700 a month. My average profit per unit in this entire building on all 11 units is anywhere from $1,000 a month to $1,400 a month in total net profit after all expenses. So that means I'm making anywhere from 11 grand a month all the way to 12.5 to 13K a month, some months during the summer especially, in total net profit overall from this entire complex. On units that I fully furnished myself, I spent about $4,000 to $4,500. On units that I took over from the bad operator, I threw away all of his old furniture, threw it in the trash, and brought all of my new furniture in. I spent only a maximum of $2,000 just to get the units looking like mine and making sure they were rentable again. So every month, these 11 units in this building make me anywhere from 11 to 13 grand in total net profit. So here's a few of the different things that I replaced myself after seeing how badly designed and how garbage looking the units were from the previous operator. The first thing was the TV stand. The operator didn't even have a TV stand. They just mounted the TV on the wall and that's it. On top of that, the TVs were only 32 inches. You can't have a 32-inch TV in the living room. I'm not sure what he was thinking. So I took them all off and put a 55-inch instead. I then took the 32-inch TVs and put them in the bedrooms. That way they're actually useful and I can charge more from having TVs in the bedrooms. Now, bar stools. The previous operator had bar stools that were so low to the floor, when you were actually sitting on it, your face would probably be up to here. You would probably have to be 7 foot tall just to actually eat anything on top of the island. On top of that, the material of the old bar stools were all leather and the majority of them were all ripped and really old. I then threw them all in the garbage and decided to replace them with nice metal bar stools. These can last a very long time, very durable, very easy to clean, and it'll look really nice. Now, after the dining table, believe it or not, there was literally no dining table in the entire apartment. The previous operator, when I talked to him, he couldn't find space to fit a dining table. His reasoning was, because you already have an island, people can just eat there. I told him I personally wanted a dining table, so I'm gonna throw all your stuff out and put a nice, small, compact dining table. This entire set from Amazon is only gonna run you about $250. That's really gonna help increase your bookings because people wanna eat together on a dining table. Now in the kitchen, I didn't really change much. I left everything pretty much as is. The only couple things that I changed was the coffee machine, the kettle, and the toaster. The previous operator left behind all those items, but they were really old, fully worn out and not really working properly. I decided to throw them all away and get new ones. Now, in the bedrooms, as I told you guys, I went ahead and put all the TVs that were already in the living room in the bedroom. I put nice wallpapers all along the wall. I put mirrors, newer nightstands, nicer lamp, another desk chair. I actually even changed some of the bed frames out because they were really old and broken from before, and actually made the living room, the bedroom, and the kitchen a lot more habitable. There's a few main components when it comes to actually making sure your Airbnb stands out from your competitors. And one of the most important ones is your design. You have to do whatever you can to make sure your unit and your listing looks better than your competition, looks better than your neighbors. Because I promise you, people actually do care about the design. They don't want to check into some ugly, raggedy, old, worn out looking furniture type Airbnb. They want to check into a nice, simplistic, minimalistic, or some type of unique design, unique feel to it. Even though these units are not the most luxurious, they're not the nicest, they're not the best furniture, they work. It's quality furniture, good price, $4,000 to $3,000. That's how much it costs to furnish an apartment just like this, where it makes you around $1,000 to $1,200 in pure net profit per month. So if it only cost me $4,000 to furnish, I get all my money back after the first 4 months. And then after that, everything is pure profit after everything's paid back. So currently in Dallas right now, I have about 35 units. I'm negotiating on 10, 15 more, so I should be at 50 within the next 30 to 60 days. The one important lesson that I am going to tell you guys that's very, very important, especially when you're early on and starting your business, is to figure out and understand the dynamics of hiring your own cleaners versus using cleaning contractors. So when I first started and I had about 8 to 10 units, I used cleaning contractors throughout my entire process. These cleaning contractors were charging me anywhere from $65 to $75 for a 1-bed and a 2-bedroom. Now, when you're using cleaning contractors, keep in mind, they're the ones who are paying for all the cleaning supplies. They're the ones who are doing the laundry. They're basically paying for everything. I am only paying for disposables that my own guests are using, such as garbage bags, soaps, shampoos, towels, etc. Now, after a little while, after I got 5 more units and I went to 15, my cleaners then raised the price on me to $75 and $85. Now at that point, what am I gonna do? I was living in Canada, everything was running smoothly, money was being made. I didn't really have any leverage because at the end of the day, they can go work for somebody else. If I didn't agree to that price bump, I unfortunately would then have to find new cleaners again, train them all over again. It'd be a whole process, and that was time I did not want to waste. So I just said, sure, that's not a problem. Fast forward another 6 months, I go from 15 units in Dallas all the way to 25. Then my cleaning contractors raise the price again. Now $85 for a 1-bedroom and $105 for a 2-bedroom. At that point, I'm in the same dilemma, same situation. I'm expanding the business, I'm going to other cities, I'm not living in Dallas, I'm nowhere to be seen on the ground. Everything's running smoothly. I decided, okay, whatever. We'll just increase the price, it is what it is. Fast forward to now, when I have 35 units, my cleaning contractors raise the price to $95 to $100 for a 1-bedroom apartment and $125 to $130 for a 2-bedroom apartment. At that point, it got too much where, okay, all right, I realized this can't keep going forever. I have no leverage. I have to put a stop because I'm gonna keep going. The price is gonna keep changing, the price is gonna keep increasing, and it's gonna keep decreasing my margins. So what I did was, when I moved back to Dallas and I was here last May, I decided to fire my entire cleaning staff. Actually, I didn't fire them. They told me they're quitting. They decided to start their own Airbnb arbitrage business. They basically learned everything they could after working with me for the last year. They decided they knew just enough to start the business by themselves. So technically, I was actually forced to hire my own cleaners in-house because I had nobody else to work with. After spending about 2 weeks finding Hispanic cleaners, it wasn't that hard because, especially knowing the location of being in Dallas, I decided I'm gonna have to hire an in-house team, all Hispanic cleaners, and make sure I can drive my costs down as low as humanly possible. But right now, my cleaning team in Dallas consists of 6 people. Every single one of them are all Hispanic and don't speak a word of English. My supervisor is the one in charge. She speaks Spanish and English. She gets paid $18 an hour. The rest of the cleaners get paid $14 an hour. So if it takes 1 hour to clean a 1-bedroom apartment, and it only costs me around $5 to $6 in actual supplies, laundry, etc., I'm only spending $20 of hard costs just to clean that 1-bedroom apartment, when before I was paying up to $85 to $95 to clean a 1-bedroom apartment. So I decreased my cost tremendously. Instead of paying $10,000 a month in cleans, just for Dallas alone, I'm probably paying only $3,000 a month now instead. Over the span of a year, I'm saving almost $80,000 to $100,000 in cleanings alone. I have more control over my cleans, I have better quality control, and on top of that, I don't have an issue where a cleaning contractor is gonna raise the price on me and starting to quit if I don't give them the increase in the pay bump that they want. In business, you have to make sure you get leverage in any way possible. Whoever you're working with, employees, employers, landlords, building owners, you need leverage. If you don't have leverage, then you're not in a good position to negotiate. And unfortunately, I didn't really understand that early on in my career, and now I do. So I make sure no matter who I hire, no matter who's working with me, no matter what company I'm working with, I always have some leverage in that negotiation or in that transaction. So as you guys know, I only arbitrage apartments, buildings at a time, floors at a time, 20, 30, 15 units at a time. I just now started getting into houses. I found a landlord who had a few empty houses and he decided to give me one as a test. And it's even a test for myself because now that I'm doing houses, I want to see what can I do to these houses to increase the ADR compared to all the competitors around me. So I'm going to be spending a lot more money than I originally intended versus these apartments. A 3-bedroom apartment is going to probably cost me anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 to furnish. This 3-bedroom house is probably going to cost me around $40,000 to furnish. The reason is because of the backyard. I'm going to add a hot tub, I'm going to add a fire pit, a jacuzzi, patio, deck. I'm going to spend a lot of money because I want to make sure I can get the highest ADR possible and add things and amenities that my neighbors and my competitors can't do. Come on in. So this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom house that I'm arbitraging. And as you guys can see, it's a lot nicer and a lot bigger than some of the apartments that I usually get. The total budget just on furniture alone was about $25,000 to $30,000. I'm trying to get nothing from IKEA and get everything either from Costco, Wayfair, Amazon, and get nice quality furniture. Because I want to be able to charge a lot more than the majority of my competitors. I want to make this as luxurious as possible. The overall general premise of this entire space is open concept. So I have a nice huge sectional here from Costco that I got, a nice 75-inch Samsung TV, TV stand, accent chair. My wife's actually gonna paint this entire wall and make it an accent wall. It's gonna look really, really nice with a nice huge coffee table in the middle. So over here in this area, you're gonna have the dining table with the dining chairs. You're also gonna have the bar stools on the island. So this whole concept is gonna be nice and open floor and an open space concept. Now after kitchen amenities, I'm getting a little bit of nicer kitchen amenities. I'm getting blenders, nice Keurig machines, a little bit of nicer utensils, cutlery, even the plates themselves. I'm not getting the usual $2 or $3 IKEA items. I'm getting a little bit of nicer stuff. Bedroom number 1, we're gonna have 2 bunk beds. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly the premise behind why I'm having bunk beds. Because I wanna sleep as many people possible in this house. I'm gonna have 2 bunk beds. Bunk bed 1, bunk bed 2. Full over full, full over full. So I'm gonna have 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 people alone can sleep in this room. This is gonna be a kid's room, a room where the young people are gonna be sleeping, or basically where the adults are not gonna be in. So 8 people alone can fit in this room comfortably, no problem whatsoever. So we're gonna have 2 bunk beds, a nice TV, a nightstand, and that's it. So this whole area here is gonna be a nice little seating area, nook area, where you can just basically sit down. There's not gonna be a back or anything, it's just gonna be pillows, and that's it. It's just a nice little space to fill in with a nice little seating area. And this is the washer dryer area. I had to actually buy the washer and dryer myself. The landlord actually did not provide them. So that's one thing that I had to pay for and add on to my budget. Here's a second bedroom. It's gonna have a king bed, picture frame on top, 2 nightstands, lamps, and then a TV right on this wall right here. Now for the master bedroom, is the largest bedroom of them all. Same concept. You're gonna have the king bed, you have the picture up against the wall, nightstand lamps, king mattress. So over here is where we're gonna have the desk area, where you're gonna have the TV, the desk, a nice leather desk chair for anyone to work from home, a nice 4K monitor, something where if anyone's looking at this house and they're working from home, they're 100% gonna pick mine over my competition because it has an amenity just like when you're at home. Now the master bathroom itself is huge. There's really nothing to do here, but I just wanna make sure I can get the nicest pictures possible to showcase off this nice master bathroom with a huge walk-in closet. Now the backyard is the only part of the house where the real money driver is. This is one thing that a lot of my competition does not have, is a huge backyard. So I'm not gonna not spend money and just leave it blank and sit here and do nothing. I'm gonna have to spend a good amount of money, probably at least 20, 30,000, just to get it looking really, really nice. A hot tub, jacuzzi, pergola, patio, deck, fire pit, a volleyball net, anything just to basically fill up the entire space, making it usable and making sure that I can charge a higher ADR with all those amenities. Now in this huge garage, I plan to add a pool table and an air hockey table and a foosball table. Just adding these things alone in the garage is going to turn into a nice game room. We're probably going to paint the walls too and make sure this entire garage is fully utilized as a space that people are actually going to want to pay extra for just to have fun with their friends. And just parking 2 cars here is not going to make me any more money, but turning into an entire game room with 3 or 4 different things that people can do in here will definitely increase revenue. So right now I'm at about 225 Airbnb units throughout 5 different cities. I'm currently furnishing right now and negotiating 40 to 50 units that are going to be done over the next 30 to 60 days. Just next week alone, I'm furnishing 15 units in Austin. The week after that, I'm furnishing 15 more units in Philadelphia. Then I have 10 more units in Dallas. I have a few more houses that I'm working on. I'm negotiating 10 or 20, 30 more units in different cities. Make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe to follow me on this journey as I build this business to $1 million a month. I'm going to show you the behind the scenes, the real life operations of a real 7-figure Airbnb business operator. My Instagram and my TikTok are right below. Follow me on those because I post a daily behind the scenes live of what it actually takes to scale this business to where it's at right now, all the way from nothing to $1 million a month. If you want to learn exactly how I built this business from the ground up, from 0 to $1 million a month in revenue, click the link below and sign up for my free webinar. You can also sign up for a free ebook that also explains every single thing that I've done. If you want to get started by joining me on this journey, click the link below to hop on a call with me or my team, and you can join my Airbnb Accelerator program where I teach you every single thing there is to know about rental arbitrage and building a real 7-figure Airbnb business.